Russia's president said Europe was to blame for its energy crisis. Vladimir Putin said the gas could still be supplied by a part of the Nord Stream 2 pipeline that's intact. Mohammed Val has more from Moscow.
President Vladimir Putin gave a long speech in front of the conference about Russian energy. It's called the Russian Energy Week conference. And he basically said that energy should be kept away from politics, and that the Europeans should make sure that without security there is no continuation of continuation of supplies of energy from Russia to other countries, and that the Americans, the Ukrainians and the Polish, he mentioned those three countries by name, are benefiting from what happened to Nord Stream pipelines. Let's listen to more of what he said.
Russia is ready to start these supplies. The ball is in the EU's court, so to say. If they want to, just let them open the tap, and that's it. We're not restricting anyone in anything, including our readiness to supply additional volumes in the autumn-winter period.
Basically, President Putin is sort of giving suggestions that Russia is ready to talk again about energy with the Europeans, despite all the problems, saying that energy should be kept away from politics, that it is a completely economic project that is beneficial for the two sides. They should talk about it separately. Russia is ready to talk, and Russia is even ready to start pumping gas to Western Europe through the second line of the Nord Stream #2 that has not been damaged. And he is basically saying that this is something that needs to be talked about and to be settled between the two sides if the Europeans want to continue to benefit by Russian energy sources.
EU energy ministers are meeting in Prague to find ways to tackle high gas prices. 15 members of the European Union want the price of wholesale gas to be capped across the bloc. They don't want richer countries in Europe to be able to buy gas at higher prices. The group argue the cap would help curb prices before expensive gas supplies enter the market, reach power plants and drive up electricity bills. The proposal is based on three ideas: setting a limit on the cost of Russian gas imports, negotiating a lower gas price with other suppliers, and establishing a ceiling on the price of gas used to generate electricity. But some EU member states disagree with the plan and want alternative options, including a limit on gas consumption and subsidy packages for businesses and consumers. Well, Dominic Kane is following the meeting from Berlin.
The interesting thing coming from this meeting is the unity of purpose that pretty much everyone involved in the meeting said that they wanted to bring to this problem. They all want to try to resolve the issue. They want something to take forward. The European Commission says it has proposals to do precisely that.
We will propose, and our proposal on 19th of October will consist these kind of proposals where we have maximum consensual support, and we will see over the weekend how we can proceed with capping the gas for power generation, if this is at that stage that we can say that there is a broad majority of member states supporting this measure.
But the problem here is there does appear to be a degree of disagreement, as it were, about the nuts and bolts. But clearly the view coming from the European Commission, at least, is the need to come up with something tangible now, rather than perhaps wait months for winter to take hold and the urgent need for gas, given high prices, to become even more of a difficulty for everyone who has been discussing the issue at the summit in Prague.
People in France are struggling to buy petrol as refinery and storage workers hold a strike. Staff at oil giants Total Energies and ExxonMobil have walked off the job, demanding pay rises. The French government is ordering some to return to their sites, but it's being defied.